How are you doing? This is Brian, your boy again, coming back to you. I'm coming to you with this very quick and crazy thought that just went into my mind right now, and I want to share it because I really believe that would be a very cool thing. So yeah, it's about John Wick and DC. Right? So I think I've been a fan of John Wick ever since the very first John Wick that we watched. I think it came out in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. So ever since I watched the very first John Wick movie, and going into the second and the third movie, I've always told myself one thing: this guy is a comic book character. So we know in reality that's not the case, but I think John Wick will deserves to be a comic book character. We deserve to have stories about John Wick coming into being published in comics like every year. And it's a bit like in the Marvel, sorry, not in the MCU, in the Marvel comics, they have the Punisher. Now in DC, what if, as we know, is not presently a comic character, but what if DC bought John Wick as a character and put him into the same universe as Batman, Justice League, Superman, etc.? What if they bought him and they put him into the same universe as John Constantine, for example? Right? So crazy idea, but I think that would be a very great thing to have John Wick in the DCEU. Imagine a story where John Wick is being hunted by the greatest assassins sent by the High Table, and he doesn't have a choice but to run somewhere. He will be able to survive because, yeah, we know John Wick is the Baba Yaga, the guy who you send to kill the boogeyman. But in this case, the High Table really brings in the best assassins, the best killers they have, and they send them to kill John Wick. And of course, the bounty on John Wick's head has gone very high, and everybody wants to kill him. So what does John Wick does? He goes to the only city where the High Table will be afraid to act without certain permission, and that city is Gotham City. So he runs in and goes to Gotham City, the only place where the High Table doesn't have free cards. Because guess what? The High Table is afraid of some people. Who are those people? Let's start with Batman. They hear the myth about Batman, they hear what Batman is about, and they don't want to ever cross paths with him because they know it's going to be their downfall. Who else the High Table is afraid of? The House Table is afraid of an organization in Gotham called House of Horror, and that organization is so big and so dangerous, but very low-key exists in Gotham, and people just hear whispers about them, and the High Table would be afraid to come into Gotham and start making laws, knowing that there are people of the House of Horror there. Who else? The last person the High Table is afraid of is that one little freak, the Joker. So knowing that the High Table is afraid of Gotham for these few reasons, John Wick runs in Gotham, and when he runs in Gotham, the High Table demands permission to come and hunt him there, but they have very limited amount of assassins that they can send into Gotham. So they send some of the best assassins, but in a very limited number, to come and hunt John Wick. In one of the confrontations, John Wick is confronting them, and they make some noise. There are bullets flying in the city. John Wick is, doing the gun thing that he does as usual, and one person is not happy about it, comes in, and then you have the first confrontation between John Wick and the Batman. And so the story can be developed as they confront each other, but at the end Batman decides to help John Wick. In one case, they are not agreeing on one thing. John Wick is a killer, shoots people in the head to make sure that they are dead, while Batman is all about neutralizing people and bringing them to face justice. So that is a bit an idea on what the conflict would be and where the John Wick can fit into the DC world, into the DC comics. What do you guys think? I think it would be a great idea to have John Wick as permanent character, not just someone that you have his story and then you reboot it after 10 years, but we need to have stories about John Wick coming out in comics every year, or even 2 years. With an ensemble, it would be even amazing. DC, get this done. Thank you.